Bye, Mom. Welcome back to Better Than Fiction with Janette and Eden. February, shortest month's done. Boy, oh boy, did I flop again. Right back into the bad habits. Yeah.
I did most of my reading at the end of the month.
Yeah, you know. Book retreats will do that.
Book retreats, yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I've been asked to do a book retreat here in DeWitt.
I would love that. I think it'd be cool.
It's very fun.
So maybe perhaps look out for that.
Yeah, maybe this
Who knows?
winter when you're not want to be outside, because that's
Yeah.
when we do our book retreat.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
It'll be
Anyway,
fun. Okay.
look forward to that maybe.
Think about it non-stop reading and good snacks.
24-hour readathon
There you
at
go.
the library.
Good snacks,
Good
absolutely.
snacks are needed. Well, I did go on a vacation this month, and I think that just like threw my whole reading timbre in a
It can do that.
Yeah. So I was supposed to read Gods of Jade and Shadow, and I am about a little over halfway through.
But you still started it.
I started it. It's really interesting. If you've never read a Sylvia Moreno Garcia, highly recommend her.
I haven't read this one, so I
Yeah.
was waiting to see what your review was going to be
So
like.
far, very cool. A Mayan god gets re-released into the world, and she has to go on a journey to find his, like, missing parts to, like, make him whole so he can regain power again.
And she is a great author with that South American mysticism.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Her descriptions are beautiful.
yes.
Yeah. Set in
So
the
I haven't read this one.
1920s, jazz age, too.
I was
so,
wondering with
yes.
the Art Deco.
Yep,
So.
yep, so...
Well, cool. I'm waiting for your
Really?
final review.
Really enjoying it. I will finish it, but I had not. I read different things on my vacation, so. And then I didn't even pick up a true crime. I was going to read The Mayor. I can't remember the author, but about the German woman.
Mm-hmm. Still read it.
I will read it, but I just didn't get it to this month. I read a book that I requested the library buy. It's called The Phoenix Bride. I might be using it for my book club, so keep your eye out on my book club because I might be reading some post-plague historical fiction.
Oh, sounds interesting.
Yeah. Post-plague is not something
You don't really
I think about. Yeah. But it was really good. It was, yeah, a fun read while I was on vacation. And that's my wrap-up.
Wow, short month.
Yeah.
Short list for Eden.
Yeah.
So I did read True Crime, and I went with the book that was titled True Crime.
There you go.
It is fiction. It's short story. Don't recommend it. It's if I say extremely graphic, take it times 5. And in the abuse and the lack of empathy, the main character has for others in her book. There is some graphic abuse. It's, you know, it is true crime to its like max, which is Samantha, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Kolsnick.
Yeah.
She's, you know, she's known to be very graphic in her books, making a point really quick with very bright vividness. But you would have to be really ready for something both abusively graphic and murder graphic, and there's nothing to redeem about any of the characters in this book. Not one redeeming character. Yeah, it just kind of makes you feel gross all over. So, this is marked as horror, and it's absolutely horror to the extreme.
Yeah.
So,
Read with caution.
Read with absolute caution. Yeah, I kind of went at the end of the book and went, whew, I think I'm done with that. So, I did read that. I did start my Crying of Lot 49 by Thomas Pynchon. I DNF'd it. I liked Mason Dixon that he wrote years and years ago, big fat book. Crying of Lot 49 was so much satire, every other sentence. And while I don't mind satire, I like a little bit of that once in a while. This was just so much. It was just over the top, and was not an enjoyable read. So I just said, you know what, this one's not for me.
Yeah.
And that's okay, because he was on my TBR list because I had liked his other book.
Yeah.
This one, over the top satire. So it was kind of done. I took both of our reading, both my number and our little reading prompt to the extremes this month, and I went whoa on both of them. But I did not finish The Crying of Lot 49.
Flops for both of them.
Those were flops. But I did read some absolutely fantastic books this month. A bunch of the long list. If you've been watching our Facebook page, Eden's been doing an awesome job at putting out what books we have on the long list as we start to come in. I read The Wax Child, which is long listed for the International Booker Award. If you liked Hamnet, which was up for the award, 5 years ago maybe. Takes place in Denmark in the early 1600s, late 1500s, with some women and witches and so superstition and that very dark, time in history. The book is told from the viewpoint of a wax figure that one of them makes.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's fantastic. It's dark.
Yeah.
Witches and burning in 1600. Very short. I mean, it's a very short. It is a complete novel. It's not a novella. It is a novel, but it does have some white space. And it needs to be that way deliberately. When if you choose to read the book, you'll understand why it's actually published the way it is. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So would highly recommend it. This one is long listed for the
Women's Prize for Nonfiction.
Yes, Women's Prize for Nonfiction. This is one of the first ones when I started ordering off the list. Whoa, fantastic. I can see why the reviewers early on, as I watched the prediction videos on some of my reviewers.
Nerd.
Absolutely. My husband called me that this weekend. He goes, who goes on a book retreat?
A lot of people.
Yeah. Well, either way, use the same word Eden used, and I'm proud of it. But anyway, this is one of the first ones off that list we got in. A couple of them said that they feel this is a strong contender as the winner. And it takes a look at international adoption in like the 90s, particularly from China. But then they also delve into some of the other countries. And it focuses on two Chinese girls that were in two different places. They were twins during the one-child policy in China, which is, of course, a big push during that time to get rid of baby girls. And the twins were not together, so one was, basically they were child napping, and one was adopted to the United States. And so later it delves into some of that. And then you also have some twin studies. And it just is utterly fascinating and extremely well written. This is not a heavy tome. This is readable nonfiction, and I learned a lot about some of the topics. Highly, highly recommend. I know it already has reserves on it, so put your name on the list next. It will be processed right away, either tonight or tomorrow, and we'll head out to the first reserve on the list.
Yeah.
So, got that done. I also can't remember. I read a few other things that I was excited about. I am also currently reading a book called The Book of Records, and I'm going to slaughter her name, Madeleine. It's Thien Thane. It's French. It's long listed for the International Booker from French, and wow, it's fantastic. I can see again why the reviewers are saying this is going to be a contender.
Yeah.
A strong contender for at least a short list, if not the winner. So I'm excited. Yes, I'm trying really hard to read the books before they go out. So I have two books going right now, and the other one is also long listed. We Are Green and Trembling.
That's one I want to read
Which
too.
is super exciting. I wish the cover was the British cover versus the one we got in America. But, you know, but it takes a look. It's listed as queer literature, but what's going to be interesting to me is the main character is a young woman who was forced into a nunnery and decides that that's not the life for her. And then, you know, history made women take on male persona in order to live their own lives. At this time period, this was during the Spanish conquest, and she became a conquistador. You know, so you're talking again 1600s, and where women did not have a choice of what was happening with their lives. So I'm interested to see how they combine multiple thought processes on queerness. You know,
because the modern verbiage wasn't used.
Absolutely was not. So you know, I'm really interested to see how it's written. When I read the first chapter, boom, it caught me immediately. One, the writing is beautiful. If you like beautifully written sentences, I guess that shows, again, nerdy. But absolutely beautiful sentences, readable, it flows. And again, the topic itself was so interesting, and now you add beautiful writing. You know, I'm a little bit further along now, but it just, again, I'm going to recommend it. I have a feeling.
I'm next on the list, so you have to wait.
I know. I was going to read it this weekend at Book Retreat, but then got sidetracked, and I wanted to get some of these other ones out that I know already had reserves that wasn't staff.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fine.
So we do make our patrons first. We're in a new location, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. And I just kicked the desk. So that's what I've been reading, and I'm excited to read more of the list because I am a book list hound.
Yes, you are.
So,
all right.
Let's pick our numbers.
All
right, what's your number?
For March.
And it's supposed to be raining, so we got to get reading. 12.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm super excited because I actually took this book on my book retreat to read.
Oh.
Because it's one I want to recommend to Eden's mom, I have a feeling.
Okay.
So, and I know sometimes she watches. So,
hi, Mom.
you're likely to get a book
book recommendation. Okay, what is it?
Our Precious Wars by Perrine Trippier. It's French, but it's about women our age.
There you go.
Kind of going through. It's nonfiction, actually, I think.
Oh.
So, yeah, I think it's
like
a memoir. Like a memoir. So, when I started reading it, and then I was like, I want to wait, because I was doing other things at the time, and I want to absorb it.
Yeah.
And the writing already feels good, and I immediately thought of her mom, because we do read some of the same things. We used to book talk when our office was in the library.
Yes.
So, be aware you might be getting a book.
And then I will be reading The Palace of Eros by Caro di Robertis.
Oh, up on your mythology.
It's a mythology. I got this arc. It's been since been published now, but I got the arc from here, and so took it home and haven't read it. So now
by the way, arc is preview books.
Yes, preview book of this. It has been published since then, but.
And this is also a preview book, and it has not been published yet.
Yeah. Wow. Ooh. Well, I'm slacking on my arcs. I never do them on time.
It depends on what grabs me. Okay, our reading prompt. Are we ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay, a book set in a historical period you know little about.
Cool.
Oh.
You can read my plague book.
Yes.
It's really good.
Yes.
Or pick a different
this is like
want.
historical. You know, let's see.
You do read a lot of historical.
I do, because I was one of my minors was was history. Yeah. So, but of a time period I know little about.
That'll be good. Oh, I should have saved my plague book.
You should have saved the plague book.
It's okay. I was going to Phoenix, so I had to read a book with.
But I need the plague book.
I'll let you borrow mine if we don't get our copy in yet. I don't think it's in yet.
Okay. We have a lot of books.
books coming your way.
Yes, thanks to that, again, that
Wonderful
private
program.
donation. So,
Well, before we log off, we have to talk about our spring growth program for community readers.
yes, which, by the way, I just love all of you that come.
Yes, the community readers group is so fun. We meet on Thursdays and Saturday. You just come read for an hour and
It just is
we
awesome.
giggle. It's so much fun. So if you attend in March, you can put your name in for a drawing for a spring growth care kit. We've got one for adults and one for youth with different goodies. Obviously there's a book in each of them, and then you'll have to stop in and see what's in the rest of them.
I'm just telling you, Eden did an awesome job picking stuff.
They're cute.
So you are not going to want to miss. So come find time to join us on a Thursday or Saturday. And each time you come, you get to put your name in. So if you can manage to come a couple of times,
Yep.
you will have a better chance of winning the awesome care kit that
Yeah.
Eden has put together.
Yes. So, happy reading.
Happy reading.